Now look, the next time there's a shooting, remember this. Bookmark what I'm telling you. It'll always be applicable, okay? Number one, do you know why we shoot people in this country? Do you know why we have school shootings? Do you know why we have more shootings, so it is thought, than anybody else? We don't, but I'll explain that in a moment. Because we're crazy. We're crazy. I'm looking at the list right now. Look at these countries. El Salvador, Venezuela, Guatemala, Colombia, Honduras, Brazil, Puerto Rico, the Bahamas, the United States Virgin Islands, Mexico. More shootings than any place in the world. More than us. More. Guess what? You know why they do this? Drugs, crime, turf, territory, crime. Do you know why we shoot people? Because we have a bad day, or we were fired, or we want to be a part of some rogues gallery, because we know that if we shoot people and leave a manifesto and blame our trans crypto gendered status, that we will be forever emblazoned in the pantheon of shooters. Why? Because we celebrate our shooters. We put their names up in their pictures. We talk to neighbors. We elevate these absolute nullities, these human wastes of flesh, okay? The fact that we share DNA with these losers, I have no idea. They're crazy. They're crazy. That's the reason, not the gun, not the assault weapon, not the amount of rounds per magazine. They're crazy. We have crazy people. And in our country, that's the way we do it. Again, there are other countries who actually have more gun deaths per country than we do. Other countries have honor killings, and we don't have that yet. It's a cultural thing. Most people with guns don't hurt anybody, and most crazy people don't hurt anybody. And let me also say this. Most people on psychotropic drugs or SSRIs, they don't hurt anybody. And by the way, when somebody says, we should look and see whether these individuals who are crazy were on any kind of psychiatric medication, SSRIs, gee, let's see. Who would be taking psychiatric medication and psychotropic medication? Well, I don't know, people with psychiatric problems? Do you think that might have been the precursor to this? Do you think that the drug part of it might have been kind of an afterthought? Correlation versus cause. Let me say this again. We're crazy. We're crazy. And if you want to stop, this latest is not a school, but if you want to stop school shootings, have someone there heavily armed, not uniformed, but heavily armed, with a sign that says, there's somebody in this school really heavily armed, and you will be dispatched if you enter. That's a different story. So save this for the next, sad to say, school shooting. But remember something, we're crazy. One more time, crazy.